Hey, wanted to talk to you about something kind of cool you can do at home. It's a visual trick, a little illusion. Um, I like to think of it as like, it's hard to explain. Everyone's got their own interpretation, but it's kind of like hallucinating. It's if you want to watch in real time how your brain, your nervous system, your optic center, the matrix area for vision is fluxing and how quickly and fluid it is. I mean, it's so fluid, it's amazing. If you've taken psychedelics, you've seen how fluid these hallucinations and morphing can be. So, if you know, the trick here is stereoscopic vision. And it's basically when you unfocus your eyes and like you can, practice. You put a dot on a piece of paper and you put another dot over to the side of it, like 2 inches, 3 inches, and you have to bring your head forward or back to get the right distance, but you unfocus your eyes and you make those dots split from 2 into 4, and you can get the two that are in the center to intersect, to cross over each other, intersect with each other. So what you can do is you can take the two dots and then you make three. So you'll end up with two dots on the side, and then the two dots that would, because it's two being copied, the two dots that would be in the center, they cross over. So you'll end up with like an illusion of seeing three dots. Now, if you've ever looked at stereoscopic pictures, or if you've gotten into 3D illusion book type stuff like that, like those old books with a bunch of weird little pictures, and you stare at it and then a 3D picture will pop out. Well, that's what's going on, is they have a pattern where you're crossing over, you're overlaying the two images so that it creates a 3D image that pops out. So what's kind of cool is you can take two regular pictures, like two exact photos of a house, of a box. I've even, drawn a little stick 3D square box, and I traced it and put one next to it. And then you do the same thing. You unfocus your eyes and you try to get them to cross over perfectly in the center. And what will happen is, and it usually works better with a photo. The drawings will work, but it's kind of, flatter when you draw. The photo will pop out like 3D. It's like the center picture, the two pictures, when they intersect at that center point, they'll pop out in your head, in your vision, as if you had like 3D glasses on. It's really fucking cool. And I don't really know exactly how to explain it, but each eye sees two-dimensionally flat. And when those cross over, it makes 3D. So the world you're looking at, you have depth perception, perspective because of your two eyes. The world is actually 3D-ish, depthy, because of your two eyes crossing over to a degree. We're all a little cross-eyed, honestly. I guess if you want to look at it, we all kind of overlap our two eyeball visions to make a 3D world, or what appears to be 3D. 3D is an illusion, just so you know. We really don't live in a 3D world. It's the depth. It's the transaction of the depth. When I move in, if atoms are all connected, if this leg is connected to the air, connected to my hand, then there really is no separation. I'm just kind of sliding in, or I mean, we can get into this all day. It's kind of like this: is my hand really flipping over, or is it on a flat screen, like as if you're looking at it on the screen you're looking at? See, it's not 3D, it's flat. It just appears to be 3D. So I mean, our vision's a lot like this, but the depth is what tricks us into thinking, there's all this room and space and three-dimensionality. So here's what I was going to say, though, is you take a face, and I did this in rehab a long time ago. I was bored and sober, so I was kind of just fucking around. But I drew pictures, duplicates. But what you'd want is, like, you take, like, his face, right? And you would want to copy that, on a copy machine or whatever. And then you'd have it sitting, like, right where her head's at, but a little bit higher, okay? Because you want to match it up. Then you unfocus your eyes, and it's going to bring in you'll have two heads on the outside, and it'll bring it in the inside, and they'll overlap. So if it's two of his faces, you'll literally get a 3D face. It'll be like a 3D hologram popped out. It's fucking dope. And depending on your vision, I mean, some may be more 3D, some may not. So what I found, was I put a woman, you know, a whole different person, woman, different face, same size. Like these, her head's a little bit bigger because it's closer, but like his face, you know, let's say we put his face next to his face, okay? Now here's where it got crazy, dude, and I have never seen this. I've never heard anybody talk about this. If you take two different faces, two different images, and you overlap them, you know, with your vision in the center, let's just pretend she, okay, is a mixture of his and his face that we're overlapping right here in the middle, right? You'll literally see features of his eyes and features of his like mouth. See this beard? You'll see his face grow a beard. And you'll see his eyes morph and flux into his eyes. And these bags will literally show up and disappear. And his hair will literally change colors. I'm not fucking with you, dude. It is literally like taking acid or shrooms. And you're sitting here staring at this. It takes some concentration and focus to hold it. Your eyes might start to get kind of tired. That's why you got to practice it. But I'm not fucking with you. Your brain is battling like the two hemispheres or whatever, the two eyes. They're battling over the dominance of the features and what you're seeing. So you literally will get like this chameleon effect where this thing is like changing, it's morphing its face. It's so fucking crazy. And it's just your brain trying to gauge and recalculate and readjust to what it's seeing. And, you know, and both eyes are overriding each other, kind of like two batteries. You know, if you ever made like a tattoo gun or you fuck with electricity, you can hook up two batteries that kind of, well, if you hook up the wires to one battery, like we made a tattoo gun and it was spinning way too fast. The needle was just going way too fast. So we put another battery and it slowed it down. So we were able to kind of control the speed because the two batteries were like canceling each other out. I don't know if that makes any sense, but it's pretty trippy. So if you can, it helps if you have a computer or printer. Try to get a face like on Photoshop or something of somebody and then get another one. And, you know, get them the same size. Try to get them the same, like, matched up. You know what I mean? The more matched up it's going to be, the more easy it's going to fluid. And it is crazy shit. I mean, you don't need drugs, and it is something really trippy. If you're into art or you're into illusion stuff, it's something I suggest you try doing. Try checking it out. And, you know, if you only have access to, like, drawing, draw 3D pictures, like just draw a 3D cube, draw a circle, you know, do the shading, do perspective, you know, do like a road with some buildings, the perspective like 3D, right? And then just do your vision, put the two pictures up, trace it, make two of them, put them next to each other, enough so that you can fit both images in that center within your visual field, and it will pop out like, dude, it's crazy. It's so crazy. So I hope you guys, I wish I could show this. I can't do it on the camera. It has to do with your brain. So, but I hope you know what I'm talking about. It's called Steroscopic Vision or Stereoscopic Visual Illusions. You can look it up like that. But I hope you guys enjoy and understand what I'm talking about. But later.